Hey everybody, welcome to the latest edition of the Utopia podcast. The hunt is on for NCAA Football 10, ever so close to the release date. Some people already have the game, somehow they've lucked out. A bunch more will be getting it tomorrow. We're recording this as of Thursday, July 9th, for those of you wondering exactly where we're at. If you get the game early, or if you just want to read some thoughts from people who have, make sure to check us out at ncaaStrategies.com. We have an area up for people who have the game and want to give their thoughts, and also for people to ask questions of those who have the game early. Tommy, welcome. We're so close. How are you biding your time until the game is out?
I just finished actually playing an NCAA 09 online dynasty game, and unfortunately I lost that one, so you might hear some frustration in my voice tonight. But basically just kind of just trying to find some way to kill some time. I'm hoping beyond hope that I can be able to find the game early, but we'll see what happens.
Well, for those of you who get the game early, or for those of you who have to wait until July 14th, make sure to visit us at ncaaStrategies.com. We have a very extensive wish list and feedback form. We have it broken down to every possible category for the game. And we're really going to work hard to get the developers to come in and visit and post there. We want to make it as streamlined as possible. So as you're playing the game, write down your thoughts, what you like, what you don't like, and what you want to see next year, and we'll get that going right away for NCAA Football 11. But first, NCAA Football 10, it's almost here. For some people it is, the lucky, lucky few. Today, VG Sports over at ncaa10tips.com put out a playbook ebook. You can go in and see all the formations and all the plays in every team's playbook. Tommy, I know you've had a little bit of time to look at this. What have you thought, and what has been the community's thoughts so far on this playbook ebook revealing the team playbooks?
Yeah, this is our first in-depth look at playbooks for this year. Obviously, we've seen Oklahoma and Florida from the demo, but now we're actually getting to see all 120 teams plus the generic offenses and as well as the defenses. The ebook is really well put together. I mean, it's a listing of each of the individual teams. You click on it and it'll pull up all the plays for that particular team. Hoping that our utopian fluffy bunny will put together his search tool again, and then that'll really complement this listing. The playbooks themselves, they look really good. They're not huge changes that we've seen from 09, but they definitely are some pretty big changes. A lot of especially the shotgun running, something that we hadn't seen very much of. And then, of course, the flex bone from Georgia Tech and Navy, their playbooks have basically been completely redone. So it's looking really good. I just, want to actually take it out into the practice field myself.
Also, we've learned from EA Sports that they will have the correct or updated base roster file available Monday evening. They will announce later on what EA Locker account it will be in. This is not a named file, so nobody get upset or get all too excited. It is just the base file that meant to be included in the game and the Team Builder site when they went there. The Team Builder site will not be changed due to technical limitations. However, you can go into EA Locker, download this base roster file, and this will be the quote-unquote correct one for the game. And to kind of go with that, the first NCAA Football 10 patch has been sent on to Microsoft and Sony. Included in this patch will allow this new base roster file to be used online. You can still get online and play when you get the game, but once the patch comes out, you'll be using the new base roster file online. Also in the patch, it will fix the slider issue. Tommy, how big is this first patch going to be? Hopefully it won't be too long. We do not have a date on when it will be out. But what do you think about these two fixes in this first patch?
Well, the online rosters, that will help quite a bit, just because there are some teams that just really don't have a very good setup of a team. I mean, it seems like they're either missing players or something. So that'll hopefully be able to fix it so that you can, more teams can be used instead of all of the Floridas and Oklahomas and Ohio States of the world. And then as the sliders, that assuming that they are going to be more powerful than we've experienced in the past, that will be huge. I know in the past we could set the pass block to 0, and even still then the pass rush couldn't get there. So I'm hoping that this year, you'll be able to tweak your sliders as much as you want and get really good results. So the patch, we expect it to influence those a lot better.
Once we know this base roster file, where it will be located and what EA Locker account, make sure to check ncaaStrategies.com. We'll be posting information there. And check out freecollegerosters.com. Not only will we have instructions on how to get this base roster file, But once there is a named file available, we will make sure to put that information there and how to get it. You don't have to add anybody to your friends list to get this with EA Locker. You just have to search by ID. So that'll help you save room on your friends list. Do not add anybody. Just go into EA Locker and search for the proper account. We'll have the names up when available. Before we end the show, Tommy, I want to know what's the first thing you're going to do when you get NCAA Football 10? What's the first matchup or mode you're going to go into?
First thing I'm going to do is set up a Heisman game against Arkansas State versus Troy. Got to go out there and see what the real-life September 26th matchup is going to do. A lot of people saying that might be what determines the conference title. So got to go out there and throw my Red Wolves out on the field and see what they can do against the Trojans.
I think when I get the game, my tradition is to name two teams, Nebraska and some random conference foe, Colorado, Kansas State, Missouri, and play that matchup on All-American. With it not having the correct base roster file to start with, I may just skip the naming because it's pointless and just go in and play Nebraska versus one of those teams. And then from there, go on it. And I'm anxious to give Road to Glory a try and see Aaron Andrews again. A lot of things you can do this year with the game. I'm anxious to also get into Team Builder as well. But we can go on all night with this stuff. Tommy, the show's almost over, and this is the last time I get to say this, so I should really do it professionally. Tommy, officially, how many days are we away right now as of Thursday, July 9th, from the release of NCAA Football 10?
What, we don't have a sound effect for a drum roll or anything?
If you would have cued me, I probably could have arranged one, but...
Well, as of today, July the 9th, we have 5 days away from the official release. For anybody that's been patient enough or just hasn't been lucky enough, you only have 5 more days left. So, just hang on tight. You'll be getting it soon. For those that are going to be night owls on the night before, you can stay up till midnight and get it for a few hours before. So, good luck to everybody that's out there on their hunt trying to find the game, and check us out for any information that you need to find out about the game this year.
Well, for Tommy, this is Chris. Everyone, thanks for listening to this edition of the Utopia podcast. It's been a lot of fun talking about all the games, upcoming features, all the latest news with you throughout the year. We've enjoyed all of our YouTube comments and subscribers, enjoyed all the comments from the guys at ncaaStrategies. We really appreciate it. We're really anxious to finally have some post-release talk finally, and we'll be breaking down the game, what we like, what we don't like, strategies, tips, advice, all sorts of fun stuff planned that we're working on for the show for this post-July 14th date. For Tommy, this is Chris. Everyone, thanks for listening to this edition of the Utopia podcast.